Hello everyone, welcome to Samiksha IAS Academy. As you all know, there is a famous author named Gurucharan Das. He, in his famous book, India Grows at Night, argued that when the whole world sleeps, India awakens. He made this comment, especially after India started implementing LPG reforms. As we all know, post 1990 LPG reforms, we have seen significant transformation in India's economy. Right? The effect right now we are seeing, we are close to 5 trillion US dollars, close to achieve that. If there is any sector that immensely contributed for this economic growth, it's none other than the IT sector. All right. Right now, the sector is facing certain challenges. Before discussing that, what Shashi Tharoor mentioned about that, just have a look at that. He mentioned that IT sector is the crown jewel of country's economic transformation. Right? It's an aspiration for the middle class. It's a passport to prosperity. Okay. It showcased India's strength at the global level. Okay. So in this context, right now, due to certain challenges, this sector is facing some kind of issues, especially the issue of layoffs. As you might have seen in the thumbnail, in this fiscal year, the sector may lay off close to 50,000 jobs. What can be the reasons? These things we will be discussing in this particular session. This we will be dividing into three divisions. First one is basic facts with respect to IT sector. Right. Second one, current challenges. Third one, what's next? Okay. So these are three questions we are going to address. The first question, if you try to see the basic facts about this sector, as you all know, IT sector, right? It is contributing close to 7% of GDP. Close to 7% of GDP. Its contribution to economy is close to 300 billion US dollars. Close to 280 to 300 billion US dollars. Its contribution to employment is close to 6 million. So, employment, right? This is with respect to economy, right? In terms of revenue, it is going to generate, or it is generating right now. Understood? That's the size of the economy. Though there is a small limitation, most of the contribution is actually just coming from 1% of the workforce. However, this is the significant contribution from the sector. But right now, what are the fundamental reasons for these layoffs? That means reasons for the 50,000 layoffs. There are three fundamental reasons for this. Reason number one, as you all know, the artificial intelligence disruption. Reason number two, the USA's immigration policies. The third one, cost cutting. Cost cutting from our exporters of services. The first one, as you all know, because of the coming up of the AI, especially most of the what we call them as the legacy skills, there we are seeing significant challenges. Earlier, good amount of people used to contribute for coding. Right now, most of it is being done by the artificial intelligence. It is doing this. Okay. So at the same time, second one, recently we have seen, especially after coming up of the Trump at the helm of US politics, we have seen right now we have to pay close to 1 lakh US dollars. The companies need to pay 1 lakh US dollars if at all they have to send any person from their company to US to go to go and work there, right? And this is making the services, especially from Indian side, quite costlier. The third one, most of our exporters, who are our exporters? Most of them are from US and Europe. These countries are facing significant economic challenges. So most of them are into cost cutting. So this eventually compelling the companies to go for layoffs. You don't believe, almost all the major IT companies, they are under the layoffs right now. They are downsizing their employees. Be it Meta, be it Amazon, be it TCS, be it Infosys, everybody. Understood. So in this context, now what's next? So what's next? What shall we do? So does this mean the sector is like, is it an end for the sector? No. So where we are having the challenges right now? The sector is evergreen. So it is evolving. So when it is evolving, some kind of challenges is given. So these challenges we need to overcome. So how to overcome? There we need to fundamentally focus on 4 areas. So area number 1, the first one, that is with respect to curriculum. We need to come up with a revision of curriculum, especially at the college level, especially at the undergraduate level. There we must introduce product driven courses, right? Especially AI based. Okay. Second most important one. So this is with respect to startups. We need to encourage, both the government and the venture capitalists need to encourage startups, especially in terms of developing those products. So here we need to encourage the curriculum and the startups. And the third, the most important one, this is with respect to government policies. As we all know, right now we are seeing protectionism, especially at the if we see towards the West. So most of the Western countries, especially led by US, so they're going heavily towards protection to protect their own interests. In this context, we should come up with policies in such a manner we should also protect our interests. On one side, we should go for the bargain with these countries. On the other side, we should also think of measures like data protection, right? We should engage with our partners. Similarly, if there happens to be layoffs, this is especially the current problem. Just by giving a 1 or 2 month severance package is not sufficient. We must give them at least a year or at least 9 to 10 months of package. So these kind of changes, if we can bring in, then we feel we can upskill, we need to upskill the workforce, because that is given. We cannot just think of just we will keep on go with the coding, because that much heavy coding is not required right now. We need to design products. There we need to upskill the workforce. That's why Shashi Tharoor argues that as the sector is not ending but evolving, we need to, his points I am taking here, his main point is, as the sector is evolving but not ending, we need to shift from manpower to mind power. Okay, we need to focus, we need to shift the focus from outsourcing to innovation. Okay, further, we need to shift the focus from quantity to quality, right? If these kind of changes we can bring in, if the government also comes up with specific focus on this, then for sure win in this evolution, right? The way the sector contributed, we can further achieve this contribution in the long run. Why? Because the sector is evolving. Still, India is playing a significant role in terms of delivering IT services to the world. To strengthen it further, we need to come up with these kind of changes so that the kind of layoffs we are seeing right now, right, we will not see much in the coming future. All right, thank you.